Hi guys, this is Ravi and you're listening to me on the Nifty BN channel. Welcome to the latest episode of the Post Market Analysis series, where we would be analyzing the participant wise open interest in equity derivatives and try to assess the range and market positioning for the upcoming day. Want to meet like minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments, and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community. The Nifty 50 witnessed an intraday movement of about 190.75 points on Thursday, April 1st. It closed 176.65 points or 1.2% higher at 14,867.35. The broad market too was supportive with Nifty Next 50, Nifty Midcap 50 and Nifty Small Cap 50 indices gaining 513.3, 145.25 and 75.45 points respectively. The Adani stocks continued to outperform with Adani Transmission Limited, Adani Enterprises Limited and Adani Green Energy Limited gaining 10%, 7.13% and 5% respectively. Amongst the FNO securities, Vodafone Idea Limited and National Aluminium Company Limited were the top gainers, while Cummins India Limited and Emphasis Limited were the top losers. SAIL, Tata Motors, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, State Bank of India, ITC, and Hindalco were among the most active securities by both volume and value. Idea was the most active security by volume, while Tata Steel was the most active security by value. Aptech Limited, GRP Limited, SMC Global Securities Limited, Hikal Limited, AstraZeneca Pharma India Limited, Usha Martin Limited, Kaplan Point Labs Limited, Happiest Minds Technologies Limited, and Panama Petrochem Limited were amongst the top volume gainers. Three Future Group stocks, Future Lifestyle Fashions Limited, Future Retail Limited, and Future Supply Chain Solutions Limited, along with Indian Railway Finance Corporation Limited, were among the stocks that have touched their 52-week lows on NSE. Pfizer Limited and Pi Industries Limited were among the stocks that had high delivery volumes. High delivery volumes usually suggest large buying interest. Now to the FII-DII data analysis. Let's start with the retail investors. Retail investors added 2,643 net longs in index futures and 16,491 net longs in stock futures. But they were extremely bearish on index options, as they added a huge number of shorts in index call options and longs in index put options. They were net bearish on stock options too, as they added less number of longs in stock call options than longs in stock put options. Now to domestic institutional investors. DIIs continued with their bearish stance from Wednesday. They have added net short positions in both index and stock futures. They have also added net short positions in stock call options. Now to the key players, the FIIs. Foreign institutional investors were bullish on indices and bearish on stocks. They added net long positions in index futures. They were bullish on index options too, as they added net longs in index call options and covered a significant number of short positions in index put options. However, they added net short positions in stock futures and added a few short positions in stock call options and longs in stock put options. And finally to pros. The pros were bearish on both index and stock futures. They were slightly bullish on index options as they added a significant number of longs in index call options and some longs in index put options. They were overtly bullish on stock options though, as they not only added a significant number of longs in stock call options but also covered a significant number of shorts in stock put options. Now to the cash market. Foreign institutional investors bought Indian stocks worth more than Rs 149.41 crore, while domestic institutional investors sold shares worth Rs 296.84 crore on April 1st, as per provisional data available on NSE. This marked the end of the 5-day buying streak by the DIIs. Now let's look at the option chain of the April 8th weekly expiry. Open interest concentration is scattered at different strikes, considering it is the beginning of a new series. Let's start with Nifty. Maximum put open interest was seen at the 14,700 strike price, while maximum call open interest was seen at the 15,000 strike price. The change in open interest 2 is the highest at the 14,700 strike price on the put side and at the 15,000 strike price on the call side. Now to Bank Nifty. Maximum put open interest was seen at the 33,500 strike price, while maximum call open interest was seen at the 34,000 strike price. The change in open interest is the highest at the 33,500 strike price on the put side, whereas the change in open interest is the highest at the 34,500 strike price on the call side. This suggests that the supports are moving higher gradually. On Wednesday, we suggested that the Nifty 50 index might find resistance at the recent high 14,878.6. The index closed exactly near this zone and in the process closed both above the 50 and the 20 DMA. With the S&P index closing above 4,000 and with global cues looking strong, we might see a gap up opening on Monday. Now, the 14,880 zone will act as support for any minor corrective action, and if it is broken, the 14,700 zone will act as immediate support. The next resistance for Nifty is seen at the 15,050 zone, and if Nifty manages to close above 15,050, we can move towards the recent high 15,336.30. Rise in dollar index and the US 10-year Treasury yields though remains a major concern. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab, so do not forget to check that from time to time.